and on and preaching and all that stuff. This young man has taken the platform. He's going to talk to us about social sharing, right? Social media, social sharing, but specifically as how he was able to take the platform of Periscope and literally explode his brand through Periscope to over 20 million hearts. 9,000 plus followers on Periscope alone. He created Periscope Church. And so he's using the vehicle of social media and specifically Periscope to transform the world. And he's doing it all from his car. Come on, somebody. Doing it from his toilet. Come on, somebody. Doing it from the laundromat. Come on, somebody. This dude, hello, right? But he's an incredible man of God. Heart of gold. He came to an event that I was speaking at. Listen real quick, y'all. He came to an event I was speaking at in Atlanta and just saw me in the lobby. And I said, and I pointed him in the direction. Didn't know he was there for the event I was speaking at. I just pointed him in the right direction. Next thing I know, he's in my audience. Signed up to come to our Full Throttle Experience conference. And we've just been fast friends ever since. Regina Clay, our conference chair, she's like, Del, I just need you to know that dude, Dr. Walter Sims, has killed it. I said, really? In what way? She said, go on Periscope. Just go on Periscope. I went on Periscope. I was like, dang. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my friend, my good brother, incredible man of God, Dr. Walter Sims.
Amen. Let the church say.
Check two. Let the church say amen. Amen. Let the church say amen again. Amen. Let the church say amen one more time. Amen. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm glad you're here. Look at your other neighbor and say, I'm glad you're here too. Look at that neighbor behind you and say, yeah, you here too. Come on, put your hands together real quickly. Dale, stay standing. Look at Dale. And I do believe that one day in the celestial auditorium, God is not going to call us by name. He's going to call us by assignment. And one of the agenda items on Del Toro's to-do list was to form his own conference. And Del Toro can nod his head and God will say, well done. Myron, stand up. You may be seated, sir. Myron, stand up. God is going to call our financial literacy. Myron is going to be able to nod his head because he told us at lunch just yesterday that poverty is the result of satanic warfare. You may be seated, sir. Anna. Oh, Anna, we talked about her at dinner last night. Is she not beautiful? If Wonder Woman was real, she looks like Anna. Let the church say amen. Isn't she just beautiful? She glows, don't she? Love you, mama. God is going to call out women empowerment and queen of Aruba. And she is going to be able to nod her head and God is going to say, well done. Dr. Tawana, will you stand? And God is going to call out the eliminator of jack-leg coaches. And Tawana come here and say, Lord, I did all I could. Lord, I tried to stop them from trying to coach. They didn't know anything about it. Well done, Dr. Tawana. You may be seated. Simon T. Baylor, please stand. God is going to call out the international proclamator of proclamators.
Yes, sir.
The minister among ministers.
Come on, tune it up.
The pastors among pastors. And Simon is going to just nod his head and God is going to say, well done. God is going to even say, I don't even know a word to describe you. That's what Simon said. Now the only question I want you to ask is, since I am in the company of another coach, And she said there are really 4 questions that you must ask. I'm going to ask her to give me some latitude and allow me to ask you a how and a why. Number 1, put this in your notes under my picture. Come on. Let me somebody say, so Charlene. And ask the how. The how is, how do I want to be remembered? And we've been talking about purpose because it is so critical to everything else. Why do you believe he started his 4 about crystallized, and Miss Betsy touched on it, and it's so critical. And even this morning, Lee said, you must start with the strategy first before you get the software.
Come on, that's right.
And a lot of us have the cart before the horse, and we don't know how we want to be remembered. And I got one quote I'm going to throw at you. If you want to make $1, you won't make a difference, but if you want to make a difference, you'll make $1. So how do you want to be remembered? And you've heard everybody say, you cannot shine under my tree. Amen, lights. You have to know why, the why, if you will allow me to use that. Why was I born? Because I'm a purpose finder, and that's what I use social sharing to do, is help people realize what their purpose is. April 17th, very quickly, April 17th, 2015, 3:45 p.m. in the afternoon. Let me work all day. We have an emergent meeting downstairs that you need to attend. Unbeknownst to me, while they would call me, I was working hard. I thought I was getting better. My boss came in, her boss came in human resources. You know where I'm going. And I'm sitting there thinking they're about to approve and applaud me and give me some accolades. I don't know. I'm sitting on this side, all 3 of them standing here, and I didn't think anything about it. You were a low performer in November 2014. You have not improved. It is April. You haven't gotten any better, so we don't need you anymore. Now, the only thought running across my mind, like a woman in sketches and some yoga pants, the only thing running across my mind, how do you let an African-American woman know you've been relieved of a $96,000 a year job? That's the only thing on my mind, Dr. Tawana. The only thing on my mind. They asked me, is there anything else you need to say? I start speaking in an unknown tongue. Because that's the only thing on my mind. I'm driving home. I'm so happy because for the last 3 years, God has been telling me, go ahead and turn in your resignation. And y'all know what held me 36 months in Egypt. It was fear. Now, the fears that Dr. Tawana listed on her board in her presentation missed 2 fears. And you can add this to the Institute. I won't charge you. There are 2 fears, Dale, that you have maybe said that, I don't know. But the 2 fears you never hear people like us talk about, the 2 fears that really should be on the top of your list. Number 1, I'm not going to complete the assignment that God has given me. Because parenthetically, Dale said yesterday, everything that God has created has a purpose. Right. And even though he does not walk in the calling of pastor by label, that's what Pastor Ray is doing. And Dale, if you want to in the morning, we can do an installation service. I mean, I can go ahead and print a certificate. We can lay hands on him and anoint him. I think Simon got some oil back there. We got some pastor here. We can go ahead and anoint him because he's got the calling. Because did not Romeo and Juliet say, as they were hooking up for a booty call one night, isn't a rose still a rose if it's called by any other name but a rose? It's quiet in here. I'll change your life if you let me. Look at your name and say, quit worrying about labels. Y'all mighty quiet up in here. Look at your name and say, quit worrying about labels. So they let me go, and at the same time, in parallel, I started my Minister Motivation business in 2010. So when I get home, and you know how I feel, where my married men at? Real quick, I got to hurry. Where my married men at? You know how you have to broach a subject with mama, you really don't know how to say it, because you trying to get out the car and get your game face on because, you know. Okay, she says, well, you know, when you get to work Monday, I need you to tell your boss this. I said, well, I ain't going back. What you mean you ain't going back? Well, I'm fired. Now, after she calmed down from a hurricane to a tropical depression, she said, what the hell you gonna do now? And this first lady remember now. Jesus, keep me near. Oh, you ain't time for church now. What the hell you gonna do? Well, I said, I have time to work my business now. Because I was just playing. Because you know the verse in the Bible, Miss Betsy, that says, you can't serve two masters. In the NIV version, the Negro International version, my translation is, you can't love one and you gonna neglect the other. And there's some fellas in here, I wish this with the status quo. And some of y'all in here, your destiny is at home, but you are laying with your comfort zone. If I had time, 4 minutes, I may need 67 little overtime. Little Sammy. Little Sammy began to feel some type of way. Rich homie Quan, you got me feeling some type of way. He began to not look like his other little brothers and sisters. His talons got sharp. His beak was longer, and when he spread his wings, it would hit the edge of the chicken coop. So he runs in the bedroom with his mother and said, Mama, why am I so different? And my brother and sister laughing at me. Baby, just go outside and play. You all right. One day the mail truck pulls up and there's an emblem on the back of the truck. And little Simon said, that look like me. So he runs into his mama's bedroom one more time and said, Mama, you need to talk to me because I look like that and not like y'all. And Mama sat him down and said, listen, I should have told you this a long time ago. You're not a chicken. Somebody dropped you off at the door and I couldn't turn you away because that mama thing that's in me, and I just said I'll let you grow with my babies and we just gonna love you. But I should have told you a long time ago, you're an eagle. Now, 3 things very quickly. The reason why eagles can't hang with chicken heads. 3 reasons real quick. Because see, I'm like Rome. I believe in 2 things, God and Google. God make me strong and Google make me small. I wish I had some fellow Googlers in here right now. Number 1, I learned from Google that an eagle's diet is 70 to 80% fish. I'm going to wait for 3 of y'all to shout. Chickens that live in Alabama, and I know some of y'all are city folk, you may not understand chicken coop, but all they eat is chicken feed. So, what's the translation, Dr. Sim? While you are stuck in your chicken coop of comfort, you're going to die because chicken feed can't sustain you. I 3 folks should have jumped out. There's 3 of y'all in here. You are an eagle hanging with chicken and you.
Come on now. Come on
I
now.
got a prophetic gift. 2, 3 of y'all. If you want me to lay my hands on you, I can. But I'm trying not to embarrass nobody. But 3 of y'all in here need to come on out the chicken coop.
Yes, yes.
Because it's not going to sustain you. And the second thing is the wingspan. Help me, Brother Simon. The wingspan of an eagle is between 6.5 and 8 feet. So what that translates is that thing that you are allowing yourself to remain in can't contain you. You are bigger than the chicken coop. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm bigger than what I'm trying to stay in. Tell your neighbor, my anointing is too big for the chicken coop. Pastor Ray, it's time for you to stop playing because you're bigger than the chicken coop. One more. Even though, I feel, Simon, I'm like you, I feel James Brown coming. Oh, I feel good. Lastly, even though chickens got good wings,
All right.
blue cheese and ranch, never will a chicken push an eagle to fly. That young man said back there that I'm a coach, even though I love to coach kids. I'm stuck in the chicken coop. Tell your neighbor I'm stuck and I need to get out, Felicia, of the chicken coop. Can I get anybody to raise a hand with me and say I'm tired of being in the chicken coop? A little Sammy is welled up in the spirit. Little Sammy turned to his mama and said, Mama, I believe I can fly. If I could give you one more quick analogy. If you're designed to be an apple, you will never be an almond.
Come on now.
And one day, Chris, somebody told you, you look like an orange because you put on too much suntan. That went over somebody else. And you're trying to produce orange juice. But if the criterion is orange juice and you making apple juice, you'll fail every time. And some of y'all are stuck betwixt the two. And you need to make up your mind. It doesn't make sense to come to things like this and leave the same way. What did Felix tell Paul one day? Thou almost persuaded me to be a Christian. And we want to persuade you this weekend to get out the chicken coop. If you stay high on life, life will stay high on you. So shine. Come on, say so shine.